My name is Rachael Scoby. From what I can remember, I don't remember a life without Jesus. I feel like is something I've always known, always learned. We grew up going to church every Sunday, Sunday school, all the things. Psalm 23 is memorized. Like those basic things. Went to, the week-long summer camp, Christian camp, all those things. But it wasn't, I feel like I knew of Jesus, but I didn't really know him. I know Jesus, it just wasn't a priority in my life. I think that all changed in college when I went through kind of a difficult emotional experience. Broke up with a boyfriend, and I think maybe multiple things probably going on at college, but I felt really depressed and really down and just sad and alone. Had difficulty getting out of bed. Jesus is what pulled me through that, turning back to God and just praying and just saying I can't do this on my own was what kind of pulled me through that. Not to say I had like the most wonderful, life-giving, Jesus-filled life after that, but that was kind of the turning point that was like, my life needs to be about Jesus and not all about me anymore. I feel like there's always these life circumstances of like being in grad school and moving and then having a kid and then pandemic that kept kind of pausing that relationship from going deeper, where I always kind of wanted to, but like even in the pandemic I tried to do like online church service, and that was like, it wasn't the same. It didn't really work. We got pregnant with my second. We found out right away that there was potentially something wrong with him. So we came here, we were prayed over, we had people supporting us. And then our son was born, and he's wonderful, he's amazing. He's born with a couple eye issues actually, but really healthy. Everything's fine, nothing like we thought it was going to be. The one time in my life that I feel like truly like that Jesus presence, someone's talking to me, the Holy Spirit's talking to me, was that time in college where like I was so alone and depressed. Maybe it is the Holy Spirit talking to me and I just don't recognize it for most parts of my life. I was baptized as a kid, but I was like, okay, so maybe I'll do that one day. And then like a month later they said, we want to do these baptisms. And I was like, okay, that's me. I have to do that. Like, yeah. Then I made a decision in December to be baptized in front of the church, in front of my family and stuff. We had that sermon that John had posted about, the gentleman down in Texas had done about tithing. So again, taking a good look at myself and being like, yeah, I could probably do more. So stepped up to that. I decided I'm not the breadwinner. My husband absolutely is. I stay home with the kids, but I still work 1 or 2 days a week. And so I make a little bit of money. And so I was like, okay, in my mind, I'm like, well, I'll tithe my income. Like, let's do that. Let's start there. And I think the biggest turning point for me of like really honing in on my relationship with Jesus and diving in more was, I have these 2 kids now. And I got to set this example for them, and I got to start doing better for them. And I can't just have this mediocre, minimal, blah, basic, normal. Like I need more. I need to do more. I need a bigger and better relationship with Jesus. And I need that to pour out in all parts of my life. And that was kind of my life before Jesus. It was good. I liked it. I enjoyed it. I didn't know what I didn't know. Didn't know what I was missing.